Drake might seem like an unproblematic rapper these days, but he's made plenty of enemies. These are all the enemies of Drake. Pusha T. Pusha T has a few things going for him, one of the most important being that he was the first rapper to ever publicly diss Drake. In 2012, Pusha T released the song Exodus 23:1, which included some pretty explicit lyrics and could be seen as a direct attack on Drizzy. This would lead to a back and forth between the two artists that has yet to be resolved. Drake later admitted he had no idea why Pusha was so adamant about going after him, but it left a long-lasting impression of animosity. The beef has yet to be resolved, and the two have gone on to make several more diss tracks about each other. Safe to say these two hate each other, and Pusha T is undoubtedly Drake's enemy. Tyga. One of the most vocal Drake enemies is Tyga. The two have been at odds since 2013 when Tyga was asked a question about the YMCMB family and made it clear he wasn't a fan of Drake's. Fast forward to 2015, and Drake had the opportunity to respond in his song 6 p.m. in New York, taking a thinly veiled shot at Tyga on the track. Since then, the two have continued trading jabs both on wax and via interviews, their feud becoming one that will likely be forever unresolved. Tyga said in an interview, "I don't really get along with Drake, he's just fake to me," going on to say that he didn't like Drake as a person. Seems like Drake didn't like him either, as they have been enemies ever since. XXXTentacion. Believe it or not, XXXTentacion used to be a brutal hater of Drake, claiming that the rapper stole his flow. In a now-deleted Twitter tirade, the late XXXTentacion declared that Drake's song KMT from 2017 playlist More Life used his flow from his breakout single Look At Me. X even went as far as to call out Drizzy for not being a man, and Drake responded by saying he wasn't dumb enough to steal anyone's flow. This led to a back and forth between the two that eventually fizzled out with X's untimely passing. It's safe to say that before X died, however, Drake and X were definitely enemies. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is an outrageous rapper sometimes, but his beef with Drake was the craziest thing he's ever done. During an interview on The Breakfast Club in 2019, Soulja Boy dropped a bomb by saying he made Drake and that the Toronto rapper copied his flow for his song Headlines. Whether this is true or not, it caused enough of a stir to get people talking about it for months. Drake never responded officially, but it's safe to say these two were definitely enemies. Soulja Boy ended up taking credit for Drake's entire career, but can you blame him? His own career fizzled out with fake Game Boys and getting sued. Kid Cudi. When Kid Cudi went on a rant against Drake and Kanye West in 2016, it was clear the two of them weren't friends. Drake responded to Cudi's jab with his song Two Birds, One Stone, which appeared to mock Cudi's depression issues. This started a long-standing beef between the two rappers that has yet to be resolved. Cudi clearly is no fan of Drake, even though he resolved his issues with Kanye West. Whether Drake and Kid Cudi will ever make amends is yet to be seen, but for now, he's definitely an enemy of Drake. Jay-Z. It's hard to tell how serious the beef between Drake and Jay-Z actually is. While Drake has been very vocal about his respect for Jay-Z, the two have had their moments of tension. This came to a head in 2018 when Drake made some comments about Jay-Z's lyrics and was then hit with a diss track from Jay-Z himself. After that, Drake fired back by saying, "Jay's probably off somewhere eating a fondue plate," in an attempt to call him out for his status as an aging rapper. Since then, the two haven't really gone at each other, but it's only a matter of time. These two are both clearly more than willing to go back and forth, and if anybody has the money and the cred to do it, it would be Jay-Z.